Hello, grade 3. How are you doing today? Welcome to the English class. It's Thursday, 25th of March 2021. It's practice time. We're going to have practice in the Your Turn book. So please take out your turn books. Great. Open your books, page 241. Those are the words that we'll learn for this week. Produce, replace, energy, natural, sources, traditional, renewable, and pollution. What does it mean, produce? Produce means to create or make. Replace, to use a thing instead of another. Energy means power used for things to work. Natural means found in nature. Sources means where things come from. Traditional means in the usual way. Renewable, this means can be done again and again. And the last word is pollution, means when the earth gets dirty. Finish each sentence using the vocabulary word provided. Number 1, we have to use or to finish our sentence using the word traditional. We are going over to our friend's house. So how can I finish this sentence? Yes, we can say to have some traditional food with his family. To have some traditional food or dinner. And food with his family. Great. Number 2, sources. The sun and the wind, yes, are renewable resources or are both excellent sources of energy or are sources of energy. We can add a word, are clean sources of energy. Yes, are clean sources of energy. This means they don't cause pollution. Number 3, we have to use the word produce. Our science teacher asked us what? Yes, to produce ideas about the experiment. To produce, this means to give some ideas about the experiment. Then new experiment. Great. Number 4, energy. I slept for 8 hours. Yes, and I had enough energy. I had enough energy to run or to do a lot of work. To run in the race. Let's look at number 5. Our old television broke. Yes, we need to use the word replace, so we need to replace it with a new one. So we need to replace it with a new one. Number 6, pollution. We bought an electric car. Yes, as or because it doesn't cause pollution. It does. It doesn't cause pollution. Number 7, we have to use the word natural. This store only sells what? Yes, clothes that are made of natural materials. Clothes that are made of natural materials. The last sentence, we have to use the adjective renewable. The tomatoes in our garden are renewable. Yes, renewable sources of food. We can grow them each year. Are renewable plants. Renewable plants that we can grow them every year. We can grow them each year or every year. That's a great work. We are done here. Let's move to a new practice. Go to page 246. Let's read this short passage. Energy from recycled plastic. Some kinds of plastic can only be recycled a certain number of times. After that, these plastics cannot be used for anything and must be taken to a landfill. What does it mean, the word landfill? Landfill, it's an area to put the wastes and trash. Luckily, scientists have recently performed like they did. Perform, this means they did. Experiments which prove that we can burn these useless plastics to create like to make energy. The next step is to put this process into practice so that power plants around the country are able to use these plastics as fuel. Look at this bar or the sidebar to read what our information is here. The search for new energy. Today, finding new sources of energy is of the highest importance. We can now add plastic to wind, sun, and water as an alternative source of energy. But even as we work to build power plants that burn recycled plastic as fuel, we must continue to look for new energy sources to replace dirty fossil fuels. We are talking here about how can we recycle plastics to get fossil fuels or fuels. Questions time. How can you tell that this is an informational text? This means, yes, expository, the same meaning. How do you know? Yes, it presents facts about the topic. It presents facts and information, of course, about the topic. Second question, what text feature does it include? So, do we have photos and captions? Do we have timeline here? Do we have a chart? Do we have a map? Do we have sidebar? Yes, this is sidebar. The sidebar is a feature where it is used to write some information on that or some tips. Third question, what opinion does the author express in the text feature? What is his opinion here? Yes, that's right. The author thinks that we should continue to look for new energy sources to replace dirty fossil fuels, because dirty fossil fuels cause pollution to the Earth planet. The author thinks that we should look for what, grade 3? New energy sources to replace dirty fossil fuels. Fossil fuels. Now it's time to go to a new practice, 246. Our practice now is about homophones. What are the homophones? Grade 3. Homophones are words. They have typically the same pronunciation, but the spelling and meaning are different. Read each sentence below, underline the context clue that help you understand the meaning of each homophone in bold, then write the correct definition of the homophone on the line. So let's read the sentences, and you have to find out the meaning for each homophone written in bold. Then you underline the context clue that help you understand the meaning. Look at number 1. Have you ever seen a person plugging a car? So here we have seen and seen. So which one means to use your eyes to look at something, and which one means seeing, like a part of a play or a part of a film or a movie? Yes. So seen here is a verb, because here we have this question, have you. We have a helping verb have. This means seen here is a verb. And what should we see, or what can we see? A person in the car. So seen here means looked with your eyes, or looked with eyes. Number 2, the car uses a foot pedal to move just like any other car. Here we have two words, the same pronunciation, pedal. The first one, P-E-D-A-L, the one in the sentence here, and the second one with a different spelling, P-E-double-D-L-N-E. So here, the word that I circle it now, pedal, means a part in a car. We use it for moving the car. We use it with your legs to move the car or stop it. And the second word, pedal, means to sell ideas or sell products. So which one here? Yes, we have the word car uses what? So here we are talking about the part in the car. We are not talking about the verb pedal. So pedal here, a device used to run or control something. A device used to run or control something, especially cars. That's great. Number 3, electric engines got their start in the 1813s. So here we have in and in. So one of them means during the time, and the second N means, with double N, means a hotel, especially for the travelers who need to stop at a place and to have some food and drinks. Great. So here, how we know this in this mean a time or during? Yes, we have the date here or the timing or the period here. So in here means while or during. While or during. Number 4, the Model T ended the reign of the electric car. Here we have two words have the same pronunciation, reign. So one of them means the time for a leader or a king where or when he rules a country, and the second rein is something we use to put in the horse pits to control him. So here, how we know this word, which one? We use it for the horse to control the horse, or reign here means a period in which a person is dominating or ruling or controlling. Yes, here this is timing. So we have here ending because it has a beginning and ending. Serene here means a period in which someone or a person is leading or dominating. And number 5, one thing that the electric car needs is to be charged. One here. One, what does it mean? The past of when, or is it a number or single thing or a unit? Who knows? Yes, because here we have the thing, one thing. So one here just means not the past of the verb when. What does it mean one? Like a single thing. Very good. Let's move to a new practice. 248. Again, we have the open syllables and we have an exercise also about the prefixes and suffixes. Let's start with the open syllable. We said that the open syllable end with a vowel. Read the words in each row, circle the word in the row that has one or more open syllable, then write the circled word syllable on the lines. Number 1, giant or silver, which one has an open syllable? Yes, excellent. It is giant. Giant. How we divide into two syllables? Giant. Giant. Number 2, parking paper. Parking paper. Yes, that's a great. Paper. It has two syllables. Paper. The first one is PA and it is open. The second one PAR. Number 3, legal. Legal. Flutter. Flutter. Legal. Yes, this is legal. It has LE and the second one is GAO. Number 4, pillow. Notice. Pillow. Notice. It is notice and the syllables are notice. Number 5, photo. Photo. Curtain. Curtain. Yes, that's right. It's photo. Photo. The last one, pencil. polar, pencil, polar. The word pencil has two syllables, but they are not open, they are closed. So the word polar, it is P-O and lar, L-A-R. Part B is about the suffixes and prefixes. Read the words in the box below. Match each word to the correct meaning by writing the word on the line. First, you have to get to know some prefixes or some suffixes. Un is a prefix, means not. It means what? Means not. Great. Re is a suffix, a prefix, means again or to do something again. Like redo, this means do again. Reread, this means read again. Fall is a suffix. We put it at the end of the word. This means fall off. Fall off, like helpful, full of help. Careful, full of care. And the last one is ly. This means in a way. In a way that, or in a way. Like happily, this means in a happy way. Sadly, in a sad way. Badly, in a bad way. Is it clear? That's great. So again, we have un, it's a prefix, means not, like happy, unhappy. Re is a prefix, means again, we put it in the beginning of the word, like redo, reread, or retest. Fall, this means fall off, like helpful, careful, colorful. And ly is a suffix, we put it at the end of each word. It means in a way. Let us read the words in the box here. Usable, remake, carefully, unwilling, cheerful, and respectful. Number 2, not willing. Yes, this means unwilling. Number 2, to make again, remake. Remake. Number 3, able to be used, usable. Number 4, in a careful way, carefully. Full of cheer, cheerful. And number 6, full of respect, respectful. The last part for today's session. Go to page 250. The student who wrote the paragraph below used text evidence from 2 different sources to answer the question, what is your opinion about using alternative energy sources, such as wind, sun, instead of oil and coal? Let's read the paragraph, then answer. I believe that it's far better to use alternative energy than non-renewable resources. Wind and solar power are less expensive than coal and oil. Wind and solar power do not produce much pollution, but coal and oil are very dirty sources of energy, and they're safer. 2. Wind and solar power can't make people sick, and it is not dangerous or flammable to transport wind or sun energy. No one has to dig them from the ground either. Plus, there is plenty of wind and plenty of sunlight, but coal and oil will run out one day. I hope more and more communities will use energy sources like wind and solar power in the future because these power sources are plentiful and clean. First question, Draw a box around the student's opinion. So when you say your opinion, you start your sentence with I think or I believe. So where's the sentence that has an opinion here? I believe that it's far better to use alternative energy than non-renewable resource. So let's draw a box here. Around the opinion. So again, the opinion always start with this beginning, like I think or I believe. Question 2. Underline text evidence that helps support the student's opinion. Which sentence support or help his opinion here? Yes. All the sentence from here. Wind and solar power are less expensive than coal and oil. Wind and solar power do not produce much pollution, but coal and oil are very dirty sources of energy. Question 3. Circle a linking word that helps support the student's opinion in the last sentence. Where is the last sentence? It is here. I hope more and more communities will use energy sources like wind and solar power in the future because these power sources are plentiful and clean. Here we have, yes, the word because. The last question. Write an example of a pronoun-verb contraction. You remember pronoun-verb contraction? Yes, to make a contraction for the verb by deleting or lifting the first letter of the verb. Yes, we have like it's or their. We finished our class. Thank you so much for watching.